God got a blessing for you. And it's got your name on it. This is Bishop Joseph Warren Walker III, Mount Zion Church, Nashville, Tennessee, and top of the week to all of you. You know, the Bible says in Ephesians 3, it says God wants to do exceedingly, abundantly, of all you could ask or think. I want you to go this week thinking big. I want you to stop apologizing for anything small. God is a God who's big, and he wants to do big things in your life. And so often we allow ourselves to be limited because of the mentality and the crowds we hang around. I tell people all the time, you can't be big if little got you. God wants to do big things in your job, big things in your career, and God's got a blessing, and it's got your name on it. Whatever God promised you, he's able to perform. So when you pray, don't pray for small stuff. Start praying for big stuff. Don't just pray for the car. Pray to own a dealership. Pray outside the box. I want you to know something. There were two people fishing. They were out there fishing, one father with the son, another father with the son. And the father looked over and saw his partner catching fish and throwing them back. And they were catching nothing but frustration, upset. Went over close to the boat to find out, why are y'all throwing fish back and we aren't catching anything? It was because they looked in the boat and realized that they had a small frying pan. And if the fish they caught did not fit the frying pan, they threw it back. My question to you today, is your frying pan too small? You're praying and believing God for stuff, but are you prepared to receive what God's going to bring? Today is your season to make sure your expectation matches your manifestation. There it is. So I want to thank God for you today. I want you to be blessed. Hey, check me out on YouTube, Mount Zion Nashville, and follow me at Joseph Walker 3 on Instagram, and let me know you were listening to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines,
entertainment,
sports.
it's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's 12 minutes past the hour, Friday, October 20th. Here's what's going on in the news. Authorities in Stillwater, Oklahoma, are investigating a shooting on the campus of OSU. It happened yesterday around 3:40 a.m. outside a residence hall after people returned from an off-campus party. 3 people were shot, including at least 1 student. 2 are recovering after undergoing surgery, while another has been released. Police say there's no ongoing threat to campus. However, no arrests have been made. Investigators are asking for the public's help. And also across the country this weekend, millions took part in No Kings protest, with demonstrators speaking out on issues like ICE raids, the economy, and troops deployed in U.S. cities. Most of the rallies were peaceful, but there were several arrests in Denver and Chicago. In L.A., police used tear gas late Saturday night to clear a downtown crowd that refused to leave, but the protest wrapped up peacefully in most other cities. And in other news, many Americans are feeling the squeeze when it comes to car payments. A new report shows auto loan delinquencies have surged more than 50% since 2010, turning what used to be one of the safest form of credit into one of the riskiest. The main culprits? Sky-high car prices, with the average vehicle now topping over $50,000 for the first time ever, plus soaring insurance, rising repair bills, and those punishing interest rates. And those longer-term car loans really aren't making things any better. Meanwhile, other types of debt, like credit cards and mortgages, have actually seen fewer late payments. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Already, now, Freddie, it is Monday, not Friday.
Did I say Friday? Holy cow.
I like where your mind is,
okay.
though. It's already Friday. Let's go get it. Hey, man, a lot of football happened over the weekend in college and NFL. Let's start with the NFL because there's only one game everybody's still talking about. That's the Denver Broncos. They were down 19-0 at the end of the third quarter and scored 33 points in one quarter, the fourth quarter, to beat the Giants 33-32. They tied the most points scored in NFL history in one quarter, man. So that game was crazy. Former Tampa Bay running back Doug Martin passed away this past Saturday, man. No info on the cause of death. He's 36 years old, too young. entirely too soon, man. So we'll see. We'll keep you guys posted on that right there. Alabama got the job done versus Tennessee, college football. 2 Monday night football games tonight. And, of course, one of them is my Detroit Lions playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And, of course, the Houston Texans got the Seattle Seahawks, man. So I'm going to be tuned in both of them doggone games, man. It's my quick sports report right there. Good morning, Briggity Tack.
Good morning, Rock T. Brandy is finally speaking out about why she left the stage during her Chicago tour stop. And I got the details up next in the hot spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Brandy was performing with Monica during the Boy Is Mine tour stop in Chicago when she abruptly had to walk off the stage, and she did not come back. Monica sang the remainder of the set solo, and the audience was sent home without hearing the duo's iconic track, The Boy Is Mine. They had speculated that, that Brandy was frustrated with the sound issues, but Brandy revealed that the actual reason she was, that she had to walk off the stage is because she was dehydrated. In an Instagram post on Sunday, she wrote, "I sincerely apologize for the abrupt end to last night's performance in Chicago. After weeks of nonstop rehearsals, last night I experienced dehydration and feelings of wanting to faint. Everyone involved agreed that prioritizing my well-being was of the utmost importance. I'm deeply grateful to my sister Monica for stepping up with such grace and professionalism, and to the entire crew for their continued care and support." So we hope that Brandy is feeling better.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because the feeling dehydrated and about to pass out while you're on stage is not cool, because I felt that way before, and the lights, everything can be too much. It becomes overwhelming. You get hot, yeah. you get hot. You're moving, and you're trying to keep going for the crowd, and then they screaming. The roar from the crowd even does some. Yeah, your adrenaline, everything. Like, it is a lot on the body, so you have to get your adequate amount of rest, because if you don't, it will take a toll on you, and you got to drink a lot of water. And I know they rehearse a lot, because that show is like a good hour, 2 hours long. So, it's a lot of dancing and moving around and changing so many outfits and so many different things. So we're going to keep Brandy in our prayers, and Monica, because I heard they kill it when they perform together. So I can't wait to see when they come to Atlanta. All right, y'all, moving on. Last but not least, congratulations to Ja Rule. He recently visited the Sherri Shepherd Show and revealed that he's about to be a granddaddy. His daughter Brittany and her husband Tevin are expecting their first child, and check out how he found out.
I'm about to be a grandfather.
You're gonna be
that don't even sound right.
a grandfather.
Baby.
How did she tell you the big news?
So, it was very cute the way she did it. She put the sonogram in a box, and it was like a card that said, "You're now grandma and grandfather."
Yeah.
And the sonogram was in the thing, and she said, "I got a gift for you guys." And we thought it was a real gift. So we go in the room. So we go and we open it up, and she got the camera on me to see my expression, see me and wifey's expression, and it was an amazing moment.
So now you're going to be grandpa. Have you figured out what your grandpa name is going to be?
I think I'm going to steal my name from the notorious B.I.G. I love it when they call me Big Pop.
That's cute.
Welcome to Grandpa Land, buddy.
Okay. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media at So Brat. Coming up next, we got Rock T with the joke of the day. Oh, Lord, with the joke of the day. Rock T, is it going to be funny this time?
Briggity Tat, isn't it funny all the time?
Hell no. To the no. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time for the greatest moment on radio.
I don't know about all that.
Joke of the day.
Rock T.
Joke of the day. Oh, Lord. Come on, Rock Teasy. Let's go.
Come on, son.
I wasn't able to make reservations at the library.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
Because they were completely booked. Come on, Brat. Okay.
Oh, man.
They were completely booked.
I think we all get it.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Man. Come on, man. Kay, where you at, dog?
You know what? Let's try so one more time. Say it one more time, Roxy. One more time.
I wasn't able to make reservations at the library.
Why were you not able to make reservations at the library, Roxy?
Because they were completely booked.
It's so stupid, it's funny.
Yeah, it is.
There it is, man.
Capital G, capital A, capital O, capital T. B-I-C-T-H.
Job. J-O-B.
E-L-G-S-E-S, Eagle!
It's time for Gary's Word of the Week.
I know this, man.
Y'all, it is time to expand your vocabulary with the word of the week. And Gary is going to give us a new definition and let us know how to use the word in a sentence. And Gary, good morning. We are happy to have you. Just another day that the Lord has made.
Yes, let us be glad and rejoice. Thank you, Ricky. Yes, now this week's word is a nice word. Is interdisciplinary. All right. Interdisciplinary.
Hey, guys. No. You got to say the word. You can't read the syllables.
The phonetic spelling.
You have to say the word.
Interdisciplinary. God damn, Ricky.
Doggone it. Hold on. Try it again. Slow down. Breathe.
Interdisciplinary.
There you go.
You're getting closer.
You're on the way.
Interdisciplinary.
Nope. Almost to the end.
Oh,
You
so
have
he
to
just
exit.
having damn fun with the bell.
The bell. I thought it
You
was a
just got to
buzzer.
get off.
What a buzz, the
Can't
same difference.
Can't get that right either. Bell or buzzer. Go ahead.
That A's a long A, Gary.
You got the first half of it right. Just get the second half. Just come on. Land that plane.
Interdisciplinary.
Nope.
It's a hard A, not a soft A.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a hard A and a soft
damn
A?
soft A.
A, the A sound versus the ah sound.
Right.
A versus ah.
Interdisciplinary.
Yep. Other one.
No, that's the soft one.
Oh.
Do the hard one.
You do the hard one.
Well, how in the hell you damn know the hard from the soft?
Hard is A.
We thought you
soft
would know.
is ah.
That's right up your alley. You supposed to know that.
Oh.
Interesting choice of words right up your alley. But anyway,
Alfredo, I'm sorry that you had to come into all this kind of stuff.
not an alley I want to go up.
I know.
We're down.
Avoid that alley.
I really want to apologize. I know you didn't expect none of this.
I mean, I wasn't.
Yeah. We just on behalf.
Yeah.
On behalf.
Frida, didn't you go to college and all that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interdisciplinary.
No.
No, it's what kind of A you said it was?
You got to put the hard A in there, Gary.
Gary, try
Well, what's the damn difference between hard and soft, damn it?
It's in your name. It's in your name.
Gary.
Gary.
Oh, disciplinary.
Canary.
See, Ryan put Gary.
Mary.
So the word is interdisciplinary.
Now use it in a sentence.
Oh.
Well, what does it mean?
Here's an example of it in a sentence. My boss, Ricky, possesses interdisciplinary. Wait, damn it. God, let me do it. My boss, Ricky, possesses interdisciplinary.
There you go.
Wait up, my boss Ricky possesses Damn it, let me do it.
Ain't nobody stopping you. Ain't nobody say nothing.
It looked like he spelled it different.
He didn't.
Oh, where is it?
Take your time.
My boss Ricky possesses interdisciplinary.
All right.
Yes. Keep going.
My
Just keep
boss
going.
Ricky possesses interdisciplinary
talents
as a comedian, author, and musician, which is why I idolize.
Alfred, I'm sorry.
You're part of it. How are you apologizing?
On behalf of the Department of Education, that's why Trump getting rid of it right now. Okay, that's the very reason why Trump getting rid of it.
He said if this what it produces, there's no point in having.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna
I hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all party people. It is about that time. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all, baby, Miss Tammy Roman is sparking outrage. Now, people are angry with Tammy over the refusing to let her daughter's girlfriend, y'all, attend the graduation. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Tammy Roman is catching major heat after opening up, y'all, about her daughter, her beautiful daughter, Jazz Anderson's relationship during her appearance on Candy Burris' podcast, Burris Banter. Now, the reality star admitted, y'all, that her daughter's girlfriend is not welcome at upcoming family gatherings, including her daughter's graduation, and that she has no interest in meeting her anytime soon. Now, Tammy explained, y'all, that her decision stems from her own mental health and personal comfort, stated that she needs time, y'all, to adjust to her daughter's lifestyle. Now, however, many listeners, y'all, found her reasoning insensitive and out of touch. Now, they're saying, y'all, after the interview dropped, honey, social media just lit up with criticism. Now, fans accused Tammy, y'all, of being homophobic, judgmental, and too set in her ways. Now, she pointed out that using mental health as an excuse for intolerance is disappointing coming from someone who has long been open about her own struggles. Now, others felt, y'all, that her comments reflected a generational divide, arguing that her reaction is more about control than concern, y'all. And, you know, people are angry about that, which, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Tammy, her daughter just recently graduated, a beautiful young lady. And, you know, I mean, she dates who she is. You know, everybody's already talking about you love who you love and all this stuff. So I guess Tammy, I mean, she has the right to feel the way she feels, though. But I don't know. I don't know if I would, in this day and time, how, you know, people talking about stuff and how stuff going on. I don't know. Had I would have just jumped out and said something about it, I would just probably just kept it quiet and just, you know, let people figure out. Freeze, what would you have done?
I mean, you love who you love, so I'd have to accept who my kid loves, and that's just what it is.
Yeah,
you know, I don't want to make my kid feel bad about coming to family gatherings and not inviting the person that they love.
Yeah, but you know what?
As long as the person they love is respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a parent, that's what you got to do.
What?
We don't get to pick who our children love.
Yeah. And Ricky said the key thing, as long as that person is respectful and a decent person, I mean, that's part of life.
Yeah, and I'm sure the person may be respectful, but if she's saying that she just don't, you know, she's just not ready because of her mental health. That, you know, she's not ready to accept, you know.
It ain't that serious.
Yeah, well, I mean.
But it's not her graduation, right? The daughter is an adult, isn't she? Yeah, so.
But you know how parents are, too, these days, honey. If I'm paying for it, it's going to go the way I want it to go.
But the graduation. It don't get paid for by a parent, do it? I guess maybe the dress.
It's a graduation party or something like that. But I mean, it still shouldn't be about you.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're going to hear, honey, what Tammy had to say about it while we talk. Listen what she said.
With your other daughter. Oh, she's straight, right? Her boyfriend's in the past. She's never been allowed to bring her boyfriends around.
She would be.
She would be.
She would be.
And why is what's the difference?
Because thank you. I love it. Now we talking.
Because there's something called confirmation bias. Confirmation bias allows me to accept whatever situation she's presenting versus not really understanding this moment. And so I got to take a step back and figure out how it works for me and how I can be comfortable in that moment, because there's something called mental health that we have to be concerned about. And I got to be concerned about mine. Even though I'm trying to walk with her and love her, I still got to do what's right for me as well.
Oh, I understand.
That sounds kind of selfish to me.
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out.
Because she didn't make no sense. She's trying to sound deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It make her daughter feel bad for who she loving. Like she got to choose between her mama and her girlfriend.
And you could choose the heterosexual one, but you can't choose the alternative.
Yeah.
And if you make
your kid, and the heterosexual one probably treat the other girl worse.
No. Exactly. What if you got a heterosexual kid that's in a heterosexual relationship, but that person is a jerk and treating them bad? That's better than having your child in the same-sex relationship where they're being loved and treated with respect and kindness. I mean,
yeah, I don't know about this.
Yeah, I know, and I like Tammy as a person, but I'm just a little confused right now.
And if you try to get your kids to choose between the person they love and their mama, they don't choose that. Yeah.
Come on.
What if your daughter came home with that buffalo with the wings on it that be at that bar on that commercial?
Let's go.
Love who you love, man. Let's go.
Yes, Lord. All right, well, the clue today, honey, is one of my favorite clues. My clue today is mushroom. On the high end, you say mushroom, and on the low end, you say blackish gray. That's your clue for today.
Buffalo be at that bar chilling.
Yeah, that Buffalo be up at that bar with the wings on, talking to everybody. Hey, what's going on? Buffalo Wild Wings.
What's wrong with y'all?
Y'all give it up for Gary with the C. All right, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
It's time to wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know what you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
Hey, this is Ebony Love, Cleveland. I need y'all to wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, it's Michelle. I'm calling all the way from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm calling to wake up Scott Coleman, who's at Jacksonville University in their commercial flight program. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hi, my name is Shanika. I'm calling from Louisiana, and I would like to wake up my sister Latoya, my cousins Niecy, Holly, Yolanda. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
My name is RJ from Houston, Texas. I would like to wake up my whole family in Houston, Texas. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Tuned in, lock in. What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know. Where you at, Portland? Wake up. In Charlotte? Wake up. In Raleigh? Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Baltimore. Wake up. In Nashville? Wake up. Indianapolis? Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Already appreciate that. Bringing it, taking it. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, Jeff Johnson. Welcome back to the show, my brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm fantastic. How you doing this morning, brother?
All
What's
good.
good, Jeff?
What's up? What's up? So listen, y'all. I mean, you all have been watching the news as well as I have, and these No King rallies have, they seem to be spreading, but President Trump seems to be responding to them with a level of dismissal and humor. Creating memes, almost defecating on rally goers. I'm curious, y'all. Like, do you think, like, as y'all watch this, do you think this No Kings rally is making a difference? Like, what does it say to you? Does it mean anything to you? Are you inspired by it? Like, when you watch it, what does it say to you?
I mean, I was just going to say, I love to see when I look at the people in New York and Chicago and these big cities and the streets are filled. Then I'm like, okay, great. I'm not crazy. People do understand what's going on in the world.
It just makes me a little bit more angry about the results of November 5th, 2024, because I feel like everything that's being done right now is reactive to something that should never have happened in the first place, and it's almost like the horse is out of the barn at this point. And I hate to be so pessimistic about it, but I really feel like the horse is out of the barn. Everything he does, we can react, we can respond, we can say what we want to say, but everything he's doing, he's basically untouchable at this point. And I spent so much time and energy we spent so much time and energy trying to warn people that, you know, this wasn't going to end well if I don't know. No.
I get what you're saying, Kay. I mean,
I don't want to say the wrong
I hear
thing.
both. No, well, there is no wrong. I don't think there is a wrong thing. I think you're being honest, and I think both of you are saying something, right? I mean, one, I think there are a lot of people that have been inspired. I think there are a lot of people that are like, "Yo, I'm not nuts. Like, this is insane," and what the president is doing is real. And simultaneously, it can also be true that, damn it, why are we having to do this in the first place? Like, for it especially when you think about the fact that there are probably people at the No Kings rally who didn't vote. And so I think you're right, Kay. But
or who couldn't vote for a woman of color.
Right. Or just wouldn't vote for a Democrat. So whatever the reasons were, we see that there's something there, but I think as more and more people, regardless of where they are, because I mean, we've seen GOP folks, not necessarily in Congress, but GOP folks weigh in on not agreeing with the president as it relates to Israel. We even saw some GOP members say, what in the hell is the president doing commuting the sentence of George Santos? We are hearing some members of the GOP talking about, great, if you want to go after drug dealers, that's fine. But this doesn't look like you going after drug dealers. This looks like you trying to create regime change and threatening not only regime change in Venezuela, but also in your language, threatening it in Colombia. All things you don't have the power to do. And so I don't know, okay, like part of me says, listen, the one place that we saw a difference, and it's almost crazy, it wasn't really about Jimmy Kimmel. It was about free speech. And so I think there are people that give Jimmy Kimmel more credit. But if it would have happened to some other folks the way it went down, I think we would have seen the same thing happen. And what that was, within 48 hours, with no march, with no rally, $4 billion was held back from a single company. And I think I heard a couple of people just in the last couple of days say, if anything is going to make this work, all of us have to stop spending. We have to stop driving the thing that they all want anyway, and that's money. And that may seem simple. It may seem like a simple answer, but it's the one chink in the armor, because there are a whole lot of racists that are more capitalist than they are racist. And this country has always been driven by money. Even the enslaved status that we went through as a people was about money. It was about capitalism. It was about capital. And so I just think that the one thing that may make a difference, Kay, when none of this political stuff work, is if there was a move to just stop spending massive losses. Maybe that's it. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all hit me at Jeff's Nation on IG. Not as the only tactic, but as one tactic. Would love to know what you all think in the midst of all of us trying to figure out what can we do. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a fantastic Monday. I'll talk to y'all on Thursday.
Appreciate you, Jeff. Big dog. Yes, sir. We got Ja Lyons Chicken and Waffle Mix coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Black Tony, what's up? Hey.
Hello. Good morning, Ricky.
Yeah, who is it? What's up, Black Tony?
No, this is not Black Tony. This is Human Research Supervisor Director Bob Wilson Green.
Was that his name last time, right?
No, it was Bob Green Wilson last time.
No, it was no, sir. It's Bob Wilson Green, Supervisor for Human Research Office.
For what company? This company?
For One Radio.
Right. And what's the complaint? What's the problem? Because when Human Research.
Well, the problem is that we had a big meeting yesterday with all the bosses and all the people in charge of Urban Radio, Urban One Radio, and the company which I work for. And we have a meeting. We had a meeting with Miss Hughley, dear Hughley Mom. Yeah. And her son Albert, and the other boss people, and they all agreed that Black Tony have a very valid complaint about things that have not been did for him, that what he had asked for.
Right, like what?
In his last contract, and they still haven't come. It still haven't happened, so he's not there.
I mean, if he come to work, it'll come into.
Well, one of the things he asked for, he very, very small things, like he wanted a parking spot with his name on it. Just say Black Tony. Just say Black Tony Park Hill.
Well, we have one for him, but you just can't see it because spider webs is all over. Never use that mother.
And he asked for a special elevator to come up to the floor where the radio station is on, where he don't have to ride with other people.
You slipping out of character, man. You sounding like yourself too much.
No, I'm not. I'm Bob. This is Bob Wilson Green.
Just said no, I'm not.
The head of the Human Research Department.
Human Resource Source.
Yeah. Yes. The Human Research. Yes. So look.
Stay in character now.
I'm not gonna be there today because all of these problems. No, because all of these problems was going on need to be resolved, need to be took care of. And until y'all take care of that, he ain't coming back. I promise you he ain't coming.
Stay in there. Stay in there. Stay in Carrollton.
And I don't care who don't like it. If y'all don't resolve these issues, Black Tony will not be there. Now, how about that? Now, and that's what the letter.
Why you taking it personal?
Huh?
Why you taking it personal?
Because we talking about Black Tony, and Black Tony, he upset right now. And that's why he reported to Human Research and had me to come call and talk for me.
What?
That's why I called to talk, because
you can't even lie straight.
That's why I called to talk to him, because Black. Hold on.
Hey, Black Tony.
Oh, baby. Ain't no way you done took a shower that fast. No, baby, you didn't. That's why it's dry. You know what? Part of me really want to let you stay stinking, because I'm tired of arguing with you. Because if you like it, okay, fine. That soap is dry. Ain't no way you walking past me smelling like two mechanics. Come here. Let me smell the back of your neck. Don't your booty be itching? You won't go nowhere with me smelling like that. You doing all this talking, but you still musty. Go take a shower for real. Oh, no. See, this how I know you didn't take no good shower, because the floor not wet. See, when you take showers, the floor be soaking wet. It's dry. Where's all the steam on the mirror? I know what the problem is, though. The problem is they don't make Tootsie no more. This is water. You probably didn't use none of this, did you? No, you didn't. Every day you just want to be stinking. You want to be stinking.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's another fabulous, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Kim Kardashian, y'all, when a daughter really loves and feels passionate for her mother, y'all. It's been reported that Kim Kardashian says her beautiful daughter, Nord, y'all, believes, y'all, that she's still very sad over Kanye West's split, and she wants her mama to move on and find a new boyfriend. Now, in a recent Call Her Daddy podcast interview, Kim revealed, y'all, that her oldest daughter, Nord, has been nudging her, y'all, to move on romantically. Now, according to Kim, Nord accused her of pretending, y'all, to be okay, adding that she said, quote, "I think you go upstairs, mommy, and cry at night." Now, Kim said, Nord continued, y'all, with, "You need to have a boyfriend now, Mom. You've got to get remarried. You're getting too old." Now, as reported, Kim and Kanye welcomed 4 children, honey, before splitting back in 2021 and finalized their divorce in the following year. Now, in the same interview, Kim addressed, y'all, the often circulated narrative that she prevents Kanye, honey, from seeing their children. Now, she strongly rejected that and said, "I've never denied it, honey. It's not a kidnapping. It's a divorce." And she emphasized that the kids, honey, see Kanye whenever he asks. Though, she also noted, y'all, that she balances the openness with protecting them when the situation feels unhealthy, y'all. And my thing is this, and y'all can help me out, because y'all know this woman's child, y'all, whose child want their mama to move on and get another man over their dead? I've never heard nothing like that before, but that's what Kim is saying. But do y'all think Kim could find another black man? Because all the good black men, she had them all. Are there any more left? Do anybody know? Can y'all help me? Because I don't think there's any more good black men left for Kim to have.
Some out there that want to be black.
Well, but you say once you go black, you never go back though, Brad.
Well, that's not true, because she went to Pete Davidson, so.
Well, yeah, she did go to Pete, but that didn't last long. She realized he wasn't black, I guess. So, you know, I don't know. Jeffries, what you know about that?
Ooh.
Oh, she did. See? I told you she didn't know.
Silence.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I'm sorry, Jeffries.
You know how she feel about it? She's going to say, "Taste the biscuit."
I don't saw it.
Yes, Lord. But it's very interesting, though. I mean, I just really feel, I don't know. I don't think I would want my mama to, if my mom and dad was to divorce, I would not want her to have nobody else. I don't care how old she is. She needs to just stay home.
That ain't right. That ain't
You said that
right.
before, Ricky,
right.
but I mean.
Yeah. People deserve to live. What if somebody wanted to come and take your mama out and take her to the little casino on the weekend and enjoy her and make her feel good? Your dad been dead almost 10 years. You don't want your mama to sit at home and like she needs some love and some life. She's still living. She's still human.
Yeah, but I mean, just get with your friends and just go. How my mama go to little things at the church and stuff. Just be with the church people.
She want to walk around the mall and hold hands with somebody. And
well, she not.
Yeah, love. I'm talking about love. Yeah, love.
I don't know.
She deserves love.
She want to get her hair mashed out in the back too.
I deserve.
Yeah, you don't want. Yeah.
No. I'm sorry. I just don't.
You sit up here doing the tea. Somebody got your mama turned upside down.
Hey,
No, Ricky, no. No,
get
sir.
pushed through that mattress.
Hey. That's like that, honey. My damn mama 82 years old.
That's all right.
So, no, that's
You
not.
don't know. She might not mind them heels in the air.
Brad. Wait a damn minute now, Brad.
She's still a woman.
She's still a woman, but she's 82 years old. Who have sex
That's
at
all right.
82 years old?
They do.
That's all right.
They do. Your mama gonna be sitting up in
That
church
don't
with
mean
the back
her
of
box
her
don't jump now.
Oh, God.
What? Brad?
She in church with the back of her hair mashed down. Like, why is the back of her hair mashed down?
Dr. Box.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
You go back to Port Arthur, you got a little brother.
I wish the hell I would. Anyway, in my quick but free story, y'all, honey, in honor of Tom Jordan, the Fantastic Voice, baby, y'all, we're going to be selling the 7 C's, honey. Is it going to be 7 C's or it's going to be a couple of C's, y'all? But we're going to be selling those 7 C's. And, honey, on the boat, it's going to be fantabulous because there's going to be, honey, Mary, Tyrese. I can't wait to talk to Tyrese, honey, to see, honey, what he really did with those dogs, honey, if he kept them or, honey, gave them away to I gave to his family. And you know Neil is going to be on the boat as well because you know Neil, he's going to be there with all his 4 or 5 women, honey. I'm going to see how that works out. And a lot of people can't wait.
Me 4 or 5, but I leave that mug.
You better leave them damn tramps in. And Adina Howard, baby, she going to have a T-shirt and her panties on, baby. We going to see, y'all. But it's going to be a fabulous sale, y'all, so I can't wait, y'all. And you know what? The color of the day on the boat is going to be Aquanada. Y'all remember her?
Beautiful, beautiful.
On the high end, you say Aquanada. And on the low end, you're going to say beautiful blue, y'all. That's going to be the color for the day, y'all. So, honey. Toot, hey, beep, beep.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the C. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Show coming up.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. He's the man making history and is the first black lawmaker to ever lead a major party in Congress. Y'all, please welcome House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries.
Good morning. Good morning. Great to be with you.
Hey, thank you. Man, thank you so much for coming on, especially during these trying times. There's a lot of stuff going on. Let's jump right into it. The United States is currently in the middle of a government shutdown and with the House notably out of session. What is your assessment of how this is impacting everyday Americans, and what leverage does the House Democratic leadership have in this moment?
Well, thanks again for having me on. And this is Trump Republican shutdown. Unfortunately, they made the decision that they would rather shut the government down than provide health care to working class Americans, everyday Americans, black and brown Americans, and people who are struggling all throughout the country. You know, our view as Democrats from the very beginning in the House and the Senate is that we want to find a bipartisan path to enacting a spending agreement that funds the government, but we want to make sure that that spending agreement actually makes life better for the American people, improves the quality of life of the American people, as opposed to hurting the American people. And Republicans have just refused to sit down and even have a conversation, because what we've seen from the very beginning of this presidency is a my way or the highway approach. And so now the government has been shut down. We've got hundreds of thousands of hardworking federal employees, many from our community, who have either been furloughed or being forced to work without pay. And we know that a lot of folks are already struggling to live paycheck to paycheck. You know, airport safety, of course, is a concern. Food safety is a concern. The administration of benefits like Social Security and Medicare and veterans benefits are all concerns in terms of this government shutdown if Republicans decide to continue it.
Yeah, it's insane. I just want to thank you for, just standing up and really holding the other side of the aisle accountable. Yeah. But let me ask you, how is it that we can give Argentina, we have the money, we have the funds to give Argentina billions of dollars, but we can't help Americans with basic health insurance? How does the other aisle not see that?
Yeah, that is a complete and total outrage. I'm so thankful that you raised that issue. So what the American people, what our community needs to understand is that the Trump administration has been running a massive pay-to-play scheme from the very beginning of his presidency, and this is just another example where they're going to bail out Argentina. Have found $20 billion to bail out this right-wing wannabe dictator in Argentina who's a friend of Donald Trump, and some of the financiers connected to the administration in Argentina that are going to benefit from the bailout are also close former associates to the Trump Treasury Secretary. Yet, the Republicans don't seem to have any interest in spending a dime to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits, which provide health insurance that's affordable for tens of millions of Americans. And because those tax credits are about to expire, we know people right now, as we speak, are receiving notices indicating that their premiums, their copays, and deductibles are about to skyrocket. In some cases, people are going to be forced to pay thousands of dollars more per year for their health insurance. That's not affordable. Some people are going to be facing medical bankruptcy. Other people are going to go without a doctor. And yet, the Trump administration, to date, has been unwilling to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits. We've said that's unacceptable. And we're not going to support any partisan Republican spending bill that continues to gut the health care of the American people when we should be supporting the health care of the American people.
Right. Oh, my goodness, that is so unacceptable. Some former government officials are warning that democracy is being tested in America right now. Do you agree? And what do you think it'll take to bring back trust in the system?
Well, I certainly agree that democracy is being tested, and distrust in the system exists for a lot of reasons. One, I think the system has largely, for decades now, not been there to provide the type of support for everyday Americans and working class Americans and people, certainly hardworking taxpayers in our community, that when you work hard and play by the rules, at the end of the day, you should be able to provide a comfortable living for yourself and for your family. Or as I sometimes have said, live the good life. And that means good paying job, good housing, good health care, good education for your children, and a good retirement. And shouldn't be too difficult to achieve in this country, the wealthiest country in the history of the world. But far too many folks are working hard and they're playing by the rules, but they can barely get by, let alone get ahead. So we need to make sure that as a country, and those of us who have the ability to work in government, that we're actually improving the quality of life of the American people, as opposed to what we're seeing from this administration, which is a government of the billionaires, by the billionaires, and for the billionaires. Now, at the same period of time, you're absolutely correct that the rule of law and democracy is under assault. We see Donald Trump and his administration, particularly the sycophants in the Department of Justice, it's the Department of Injustice under this administration, go after people like my friend, and a great public servant, Attorney General Tish James. We, of course, are going to stand strongly behind her. She's a brilliant, patriotic, hardworking, principled, and ethical public servant. The charges against her will not survive. They have no basis in reality. But all of these things that we're seeing definitely are designed to erode the foundations of our democracy. I got to serve with the great John Lewis, and he would always say to us that, when you see injustice, when you see wrongdoing, you've got to just be prepared to show up and stand up and speak up for what you know is right, get into necessary trouble or good trouble, as he would often say. And, I think we're going to work hard to do our part in the Congress. We're going to push back aggressively against the administration and the extremism that they're unleashing on the American people in our community in the courts. But ultimately, in a democracy, it's important for the people to rise up and make sure that their voices are heard in a peaceful but firm way.
Say that again, my brother. Yes, indeedy. Hey, stay right there. Don't go nowhere. We got to keep this conversation going on. We got more with Hakeem Jeffries coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Please welcome House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries.
Good morning. Great to be with you.
Hey, thank you. Man, thank you so much for coming on. Let's jump right into it. Now, the White House recently suggested new rules that could affect funding for colleges and HBCUs. How could that impact students, and what can be done to make sure that the schools keep their independence?
My parents are both HBCU graduates. They met at Central State in Ohio, and that foundation that they provided is consistent with what millions of people families, African American families, have been able to experience. And so we've got to keep that alive. And now, of course, as you indicated, that's being threatened in different ways. That's part of why we as Democrats have to continue to fight to make sure that when we reach a spending agreement here in Washington, that it actually is a spending agreement that provides the types of support for institutions that benefit the American people, and that we hold the administration accountable for actually spending the money in ways that are consistent with, congressional directives, as opposed to what we've seen from this administration, which is they just ignoring statutes and doing what they want. And that's part of what we've been making clear in the context of this shutdown situation, which is that Congress has the power of the purse. And when Congress decides how funding should be spent, then the money needs to be spent in that way. And the administration, there are no kings in this country. And, I think we're going to have to just continue to hold firm as Democrats. And my promise to you all is that we will.
It's interesting because during his first presidency, he bragged about how much money he was giving to HBCUs when he thought he needed HBCUs. But we digress. Journalists covering the Pentagon recently walked out in protest of new reporting rules, even Fox. These rules could limit what they're allowed to publish without prior approval. What can Congress do to defend press freedoms and ensure transparency in a national security matters?
Yeah, no, it's an incredibly troubling situation. And I think what this discussion illustrates is that we're in the midst of a national nightmare that has been visited upon the American people by Donald Trump and, his so-called allies within the administration, who basically are unqualified and just do what he wants them to do, or the more extreme people in his administration want them to do. And this is another example that they pretend to be tough, but they can't even take journalistic scrutiny. And that scrutiny from journalists are an important part of what this country is all about. Of course, there's the Congress, there's the executive branch, there's the courts, but we refer to often the media as the fourth estate, as also critical to our democracy and getting information to the people, as you all do, in such a powerful way. And so I'm thankful that the journalists decided, by and large, that they were going to walk out rather than sign some document designed to convert independent journalism into state TV and radio and print, right? Because that doesn't exist in the United States of America, but clearly they're trying to change direction. So, members of Congress, I think we're going to continue to strongly not simply speak out against it, but to explore what can be done legislatively to ensure that the First Amendment, which is an important part of the Constitution, continues to be vibrant and cannot be undermined by a rogue administration.
All that. And Leader Jeffries, so despite all the gaslighting and the propaganda that's coming from this current administration, polls are showing that people are most worried about the cost of living. They're concerned about anxiety, about the midterm election security, and just overall division in the country that comes from all the gaslighting and the propaganda. So as the leader of the opposition party in Washington, what can you all do to help try to bring people back together again at some point?
Yeah. Well, this country definitely needs leadership that brings people together as opposed to tearing folks apart, that moves the country forward as opposed to what we're seeing from these extremists, which is that they want to turn back the clock and erase our history and try to, create a different version of America than the one that we all are working toward. Not a perfect country, but America has always been on a march toward a more perfect union. And you are absolutely correct. The high cost of living is out of control. America's too expensive. And Donald Trump and Republicans actually promised to lower costs on day one. But costs haven't gone down. Costs are going up. The Trump tariffs are making life more expensive. Grocery prices out of control. Housing costs out of control. Electricity bills skyrocketing. And now, because of the Republican refusal to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits, health insurance premiums are about to increase in ways that are going to make access to a doctor unaffordable for a lot of folks. And on top of that, because of their one big ugly bill that Republicans passed a few months ago that hurt everyday Americans while rewarding their billionaire donors. They enacted the largest cut to Medicaid in American history, and that's going to affect children all across the country and in our community, where about 50% of black children in this country get their health insurance from Medicaid. And so, part of what we've made clear in the context of the moment that we find ourselves in is that, yes, we want to reopen the government. Yes, we want to make sure we stand up for hardworking federal employees. Yes, we want to enact a spending agreement that actually improves the quality of life of the American people, but we also have to decisively address the Republican health care crisis because it's hurting people. And we're going to work hard to continue to bring people together, to bring that American dream to life, to make sure in this country you work hard, you play by the rules, you should be able to live the good life.
Absolutely. And we are watching, and we are definitely proud of you, and we appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen. Representative Jeffries, thank you so much for taking time to give us a call this morning, and we look forward to having you again soon. Come on, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause. Hakeem Jeffries.
Thank you all.
Yes, sir. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
24 minutes past the hour on Monday, October 20th. Here's what's going on in the news. The trial for former Sangamon County Deputy Sean Grayson begins today. He's charged with first-degree murder for the 2024 shooting death of Sonia Massey, a woman who called 911 because she thought someone was outside her house. Prosecutors say Grayson ordered her to move a pot of boiling water. Then he shot her, killing her in her own kitchen. Here's the thing. Grayson has a checkered background, including past misconduct complaints, DUIs, and a military discharge. The trial was moved out of Springfield because of concerns about finding an impartial jury, and that jury's makeup could be key in this high-profile trial. Now, the federal government shutdown just hit day 20 today, making it the third longest in modern U.S. history. So, while D.C. is in total gridlock with no end in sight, hundreds of thousands of federal workers remain furloughed. And today, the National Nuclear Security Administration is set to furlough about 1,400 people, leaving only 400 on duty to guard the nukes. This is the first time the agency's ever had to do this since it was created back in 2000. In other national news, George Santos is back in the spotlight and somehow out of prison. The disgraced former congressman says he's grateful to Donald Trump for commuting his sentence.
I'm very grateful to President Trump, Dana, and I sit here quite literally. I don't know how much more humbled I can get before people believe I'm humble or remorseful, but I can just do the best in my actions moving forward.
So why might people not believe him? Well, he lied about everything: his job, his education, even his family background. He stole donor identities, pocketed campaign cash, and used it to buy designer clothes and other luxury items. He even pleaded guilty to wire fraud and identity theft, and then got booted from Congress and jailed after investigators called his entire life a con. Even Trump called him a bit of a rogue, but he's loyal, and loyalty pays off with Trump. The president has used his clemency powers to help a number of people who critics say committed serious crimes, including political allies, reality TV stars, and major fraudsters. Santos served just months of his 7-year term before Trump's clemency set him free. For info on these stories and more, go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Oh, yeah, show lamb, ladies and gentlemen, man. Look, a lot of football happened over the weekend. One particular game in the NFL that everybody's still talking about is the Denver Broncos being down 19-0 at the end of the third quarter and scored 33 points in the fourth quarter alone to beat the Giants 33-32. That tied for the most points scored in NFL history in one quarter. Big up to the Dallas Cowboys, man. They manhandled the Washington Commanders. Like, Cowboys look good, man. They got CeeDee Lamb back. Like, it is what it is. Little sad news, man. Former Tampa Bay running back Doug Martin passed away on Saturday. No info on the cause of death. So, man, we're going to keep his family in prayer, and I'll find out what's going on and give you guys updated on that situation. 2 Monday Night Football games tonight, Tampa Bay and Detroit. Oh, that's going to be a game, baby. You know my Lions going to pull it off. And Houston and Seattle. Quick, in my last story, we all know that LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith do not like each other. They have been going at it for some time now. Stephen A. sat down on the Pivot podcast and revealed a little more insight about that entire situation.
And I would tell you my feelings haven't changed. I don't like him at all. He doesn't like me at all. I don't like talking about him because I think people think that I'm looking to talk about him. Like, LeBron's inside of Stephen A's head. If you don't ask me about him, I won't talk about him. I'm going to be professional. This man is one, in my mind, the second greatest player to have ever played the game of basketball. He's a great ambassador for the game of basketball. He's an incredible role model. What he has done with himself, what he has done with his crew, it's beyond admirable. And he will always warrant the utmost respect. I know the things that you said behind my back. I know what you tried to do to derail me from being in the position that I'm in today.
Oh, there it is.
Wow.
So there's more to the story, but hey, man, it's a respectful thing of, okay, you don't like me, I don't like you. We cool, and you live your life, I'm going to live my life. We going to keep it moving. That's what it sounds like to me. Either. Yeah, man, it is. That's my quick sports report right there, man. Brat got the hot spot right now.
I'm with Brian. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat. I'm sorry, did you want to intro me, Rock? Go ahead.
Hey, let me do it the right way, man.
Okay.
Y'all better get ready for the Bring It Attached hot spot. Good morning, girl.
Well, good morning, boy. How are you? How are you today? You doing okay?
I'm doing great, Brat.
That's what's up. Well, let me get on into this hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So check this out. Brian McKnight previously filed a lawsuit against his ex-wife, Julie, because he claims that she made false claims about him in her book, Mama Bear, Beautifully Blended, basically calling him an abusive husband and neglectful father to their children. Well, y'all, now Brian is already declaring a victory in his defamation case after she didn't appear in court. Now, Brian filed a motion for default judgment and is waiting for the court to sign off to make his win official. But that technically didn't prevent Brian from celebrating prematurely. The R&B legend posted a video of himself smoking a cigar, and here's what he said.
Been a long journey getting to this day, October 16th, 2025, and the verdict is in. We've been quiet, listening to liars continue to lie and keeping to ourselves, living and loving our life, as we said, leaving everything in God's hands and letting our lawyer do the talking. But according to the courts, trying to ruin my name and trying to bring harm to my family in a book filled with lies equals $8.8 million.
Yeah. Man.
Wow. Well, now his son, Brian McKnight Jr., is speaking out and believes his pop celebration is way out of line. And here's what he said.
I've tried, man. I've tried really, really hard to let it go, to be the bigger person, to be mature. But the shit going on with my dad right now, man. If y'all aren't seeing what's happening, if y'all aren't seeing the fact that this is just a very hurt, emotionally unavailable, and not intelligent person, the person that has still have not been able to handle the death of his own mother, the things that we're seeing him go through right now, to decide to make certain posts on my late brother's birthday, the gloves are off for me, just to keep it real.
Man, there's a messy family situation right there.
And Junior is referring to his younger brother, Nico McKnight, who tragically passed in May of this year after a cancer battle. He would have been 32 on October 16th. So I think that's when Brian McKnight Sr. Released the video celebrating immaturely about winning. So we'll see if he wins or if he doesn't, but you should never celebrate too soon if you're not super sure of what's going to happen. You don't know what the court's going to say. They will flip it on you even if you think you're winning. So I'll keep y'all posted on that. And last but not least, y'all, Brandy was performing with Monica during their The Boy Is Mine tour stop in the Chi, Chicago, that is, when she abruptly walked off the stage and did not return. Monica sang the remainder of a solo set, and the audience was sent home without hearing the duo's iconic track, The Boy Is Mine, The Boy Is Mine, The Boy Is Mine. So fans speculated that she was frustrated with the sound, but Brandy revealed that the actual reason is because she was dehydrated. In an Instagram post on Sunday, she wrote, "I sincerely apologize for the abrupt end to last night's performance in Chicago. After weeks of nonstop rehearsals, last night I experienced dehydration and feelings of wanting to faint. Everyone involved agreed that prioritizing my well-being was of the most importance. I deeply am grateful to my sister Monica for stepping up with such grace and professionalism, and to the entire crew for their continued care and support." Oh, man, that's crazy. I hope she feels better, because feeling like you want to faint on stage is no joke. You get hot, the lights are super bright, the roar from the crowd even do something to your body, like it's a bit overwhelming, and the anxiety rises high, especially when you feel like you're getting ready to pass out, because you don't want to fall out on stage.
Nah.
All right, y'all. Well, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media at So Brat. Coming up, we got the White Stone with that praise mixdown. The time now is 7 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
This is Jim Drops with Lateris R. Whitfield, brought to you by the Dear Future Wifey podcast. On Jim Drops, I cut relationship truths with precision and give you clarity in under 60 seconds. Today's gem: marriage won't fix what you keep hiding. The ring won't make the secrets go away. Marriage doesn't cure secrecy, it exposes it. Whatever you swept under the rug in dating becomes the elephant in the room in marriage. You owe your spouse the truth, not a performance. Some of us are trying to build intimacy while protecting our image, but you can't be fully loved and half known. You want connection? Then lead with honesty. You want longevity? Then show up as your whole self. Marriage isn't for perfect people. It's for truthful ones. Now let me see you shine. There you go. Don't stop on one gem. Grab the whole treasure chest on the Dear Future Wifey podcast, available everywhere podcasts stream, powered by the Urban One Podcast Network.
All right, y'all, this is Monday, time for the State of Black America. And this morning, we have the current president of the National Urban League, Marc Morial. Hey, good morning, Mr. Marc. We're happy to have you, and I know there's a lot going on in Black America.
Good morning, Ricky. Marc Morial here again with the State of Black America. And this morning, I want to say thank you very much to the people of Memphis. I spent 2 days in Memphis last week, and I especially want to give a shout out to Russell Wigginton and the National Civil Rights Museum for honoring me with their Freedom Award. The National Civil Rights Museum is at the site of the Lorraine Hotel, where Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated on April 4th, 1968. The transformation of that hotel into a spectacular monument to the civil rights movement is something you must see. It is worth a visit to Memphis. What they've done there creates a chronicle and an ability to tell the story and the stories behind the stories of the courage and fearlessness of men and women who in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, and the 1970s fought for civil rights and human rights in this nation. I urge you to see it. A big thanks and a congratulations to my co-honorees, but especially to the team at the National Civil Rights Museum for their great welcome and for all of the people that showed up for a spectacular gala. I also want to thank the mayor of Memphis, Paul Young, and the mayor of Shelby County, Lee Harris, for their welcome and the conversations that we had. Memphis is a great American city, no doubt with some challenges. Those challenges are not going to be met with an invasion of the National Guard. And while the leaders there have to navigate carefully due to local politics and state politics, let me make it perfectly clear. There are better uses of the National Guard than to put them on patrol in major American cities. In my experience, the National Guard has been used for hurricane response and natural disaster response, used to provide protection for major special events like Super Bowls and the like. There's a role for the National Guard. This is not a role for the National Guard. The better approach is to provide those resources that cities need to be able to confront the issues that they face, the quality of life issues, the issues that lead to an environment that sometimes may not be as safe as we want it to be. But also, let's be honest, gun violence is a problem all across America with 50,000 people losing their lives each year. So let's not get distracted or deceived that simply putting the National Guard on patrol in our American cities is a solution to the challenges we have. No, it's more about performative politics and revenge politics, and that is what it is. Stand up strong, the people of Memphis. Stand up strong, the people of Chicago. Stand up strong, the people of Washington and Portland and all of the cities beyond. Our cities are great places with great people and showcase the best what this nation has to offer. I'm Marc Morial. This is the State of Black America. Follow me across all social media, and I'll see you next week on the radio.